Hello students, I am Ishan Trivedi, Assistant Professor, Civil Engineering Department. Welcome you in the video lecture series. Today we are going to discuss about perspective view and its introduction. Topics to be covered in the sessions are perspective view, its definition, features of perspective drawing, drawback of perspective drawing, difference between isometric view and the perspective view, and at last the characteristics of perspective. So let us start with the definition of perspective. Perspective view is the view of an object as it appears to observer. It is the realistic view of the object which the human eye perceives. Like a photograph of an object taken by the camera is the perspective view. A drawing prepared by an artist by observing the object or its surrounding is the perspective view. The art of perspective view is very useful to engineers, architects, commercial artists and public. Here two images shown. First is the photographic image and the second is the artistic image drawn by an artist. So whatever the surroundings of real nature is being observed by human eye, and that is what the perspective view. A photograph taken by a camera lens and any view or any drawing prepared by an artist is called perspective drawing. Now let us understand the feature of perspective drawing. It is the view of an object as it appears to observer. It helps in imagining the three-dimensional shape of an object. It is useful to suggest the important changes to improve its appearance. If an architect designed the building before its construction, if the owner wants to change or any modification has been done, that will be implied by architect. So it is the building drawing before its construction. It can be drawn from any position of an observer with respect to the object. See, you can have a different view when you are looking the object from different position. For example, Taj Mahal. If I look at Taj Mahal from very far distance, it seems like smaller. But when I close to it, it is bigger than what we have imaged. As we view the Taj Mahal from different position, the detailing of that particular view can be come out and you can have the benefit of that particular vision. So that is what one of the feature class of perspective view. You can view the object from any position. You are not restricting yourself by limiting and stick at one position and looking at the object. So this is one of the key feature of perspective view. Furthermore, it can be prepared in the absence of existence of the object. As I said earlier, if I propose for a building and go for architect, before its construction, the architect is going to prepare the building design. And that's why it does not require any object in front of human eye for its drawing. It saves the cost of preparing costly models to get an idea of the actual appearance of the object. It can be printed with the advertisement for selling of the building. In real estate property, in brochure of any developer or any project, you will find that there is different position and different view of the building for the marketing purpose, and this is nothing but the perspective view. Now understand the drawbacks of perspective drawing. The dimension of the object cannot be measured or known, as the view is changing depend upon the position of the observer. It is not useful for supervision or execution. It is just giving you the end process, or you can say the end result, how the building will look like. So for supervision purpose, for detailing or execution of work, it is not going to help. Furthermore, the structural detail cannot be known as it gives the appearance of the building itself. So for detailing out, I need proper detailed drawing, or I need proper structural detail drawing. Material of the component cannot be known. Comparison of size of various parts of the buildings are not possible. It cannot be used as a document for any approvals. Estimates cannot be prepared from the perspective view. We require proper detailed drawing for the estimation of the design of the building. Preparation of perspective view is very tedious and time consuming process. But nowadays, various software tools are developed so that this handmade drawing can be eliminated. But remember, you have to know each and every concept of perspective view, so that detailing out in a software tool, it is required to have a basic knowledge of perspective drawing. So you have to take it very seriously for its fundamental characteristics and its classification. The entire things will be discussed here, and it will be easy once you have this concept in the video session. Now understand the difference between perspective view and the isometric view. In isometric view, the view obtained by keeping the object in such a position that its three isometric axes like main edges makes an angle of 120 degree with each other. In isometric view, you will find the angle between width and depth is 120 degree. Whereas in the perspective view, the view obtained by selecting any position of the observer with respect to the object, and it is actual view as it appears to the observer. See, if I am looking at any object, and for an example street, then I am drawing or I am sketching the same view as it appears to me, or the rays or the picture captured by my eyes, and that's why I am going to draw the real picture. So it is the view which appears to the observer. Next, the appearance of the view is standard. Here in perspective, the appearance of the view changes depending upon the position of observer. It can be of angle, it can be at front, it can be a top view or the bottom view. So the angle between the face of the object with the picture plane also matter while determining the perspective view. The actual dimensions are reduced by preparing isometric scale. You can have a scale in your drawing like 1:100, 1:50, and you can reduce the drawing with its component. But in perspective view, the measurement are taken on measuring line and then transferred with the help of vanishing point. Once the measurement of the object has been taken, which is going to transfer with the help of vanishing point. This phenomenon will be taught furthermore. Right now, just remember it. The dimensions can be measured from the view. Here, you cannot measure the dimension because your view is going to change based on your position. So you cannot have the exact dimension of the building or any component. In isometric view, it can be prepared easily and takes very less time to prepare. It is very laborious and take more time to prepare. Isometric view is very useful to the engineers for supervision and execution of the work. Whereas the perspective view is very useful to the architect for improving the aesthetic appearance. View can be prepared directly without any drawing plan. Whereas in perspective view, first of all, we need to draw the plan, and from the plan, the view is developed. Plan is required to draw the perspective view. Remember, you require a plan. Clear? So, remember this thing. In a perspective view, the object is not necessary, but we require a plan of element. The dimensions are mentioned on the isometric view. But in perspective view, you cannot measure the objects, so the dimension cannot be obtained from the perspective view. So this is what the difference between perspective view and the isometric view. Now understand the characteristics of perspective view. In addition to length and width, perspective creates the illusion of depth. For human eye, the parallel line seems to converge. Understand this by an example. If I look at the straight railway track maintaining its own gauge, which seems to get closed as they drift away from the viewer. At certain point, it seems like these two gauges are converging at one point. Though these gauges are parallel to each other, they are not meeting at any point, but it seems like that these gauges are merging in a point, or you can say converge in a point. So here the statement has been mentioned that for human eye, the parallel lines seems to be converge at a point. The objective of same dimension appears bigger when you are closer to it and decreasing in the dimension as the distance increases. In previous, I talked about Taj Mahal. If I look at the Taj Mahal from very far end, it is smaller. But when I go nearer to the Taj Mahal, its dimensions appear bigger. So this you need to understand. Here the illustration has been shown in the picture. When I have an aerial view, the house and the railway track seems very smaller. As I approaching towards the house and the railway line, it seems like okay, it is in average length and the dimension. But when I put my feet on the railway track itself is in bigger dimension. So when I going closer to that components or the object, it seems bigger. The lines appear to be shorter than their actual length, and this effect increases as the distance of the object increases. Furthermore, the picture of all the points and lines on the picture plane coincide with the points and the line themselves. You will find 2 points where all the lines are merging and these lines are going to coincide with each other. Clear? Now, furthermore, perspective of all the parallel lines which are also parallel to the picture plane are themselves parallel. Understand this line? The perspective of all the parallel lines which are also parallel to the picture plane are themselves parallel. If anything lies on picture plane, then the parallel line will remain as it is. Means the parallel line will remain parallel. But when there are two conditions. First is the vertical line such as tree trunk, corner of the buildings and poles appear truly vertical. There is no decreasing or slant line in that component. The tree resemble like the tree. There is no decreasing in the tree or any corner of the building. But the perspective view of the horizontal line which are parallel to the picture plane and are horizontal like a railway track. or are parallel to the horizontal line except for those at eye levels do not appear horizontal. Though it seems like horizontal, but these are not horizontal. I am clearing again the perspective view of the horizontal line which are parallel to the picture plane and are horizontal, or you can say are parallel to the horizontal line except for those who are at my eye level, and these lines which are at my eye level are going to converge at a point. Clear? Remember this parallel line at my eye level are going to converge at my point and they do not appear horizontal. So the perspective of all the parallel lines which are not parallel to the picture plane converge to a point, and that we call vanishing point. Here, if I am looking at the object from different angle, though these lines are merging at a point because these lines are not lying at the picture plane, and second is these lines are not parallel to each other. So these lines are going to converge at a point, and that is what we call vanishing point. So understand these characteristics which will be helpful in the drawing. So understand this basic introduction. I am ending this session here. I hope you have learned the basics of perspective drawing. Thank you.